teenagers accused of a string of terrifying armed robberies involving guns, machetes and swords are arrested after dramatic police chase. A dramatic police chase in Sydney's North Shore ended in the arrest of two boys wanted over a spate of alleged armed robberies in Sydney. Police fired rubber bullets and tasers during what police termed a vehicle stop on St George Crescent Drummoyne. An allegedly stolen red Prius driven by a 17-year-old with a 15-year-old passenger smashed into a pole as police put the frantic chase to an end. Just 20 minutes earlier, the boys allegedly threatened the owner of a convenience store with a firearm and machete in an armed robbery at Lane Cove, on Sydney's North Shore. Cash, cigarettes and more were allegedly stolen by the boys, according to police, who responded to reports of the robbery. Strike Force investigators located a firearm, three-bladed weapons including a machete and sword, and stolen items after searching the stolen car they stopped. The teenagers were treated at the scene by ambulance officers for minor injuries, according to police, and taken to hospital for treatment. Police also issued search warrants at the homes of the boys in Croydon and Five Dock, where they seized items relevant to the investigation. A parent of one of the boys told Nine News she was very disappointed with the way it was handled. "He's got big bites on his back from dogs. He's got his face. It looks like it could be from the glass, and he's got a sore back but he's very traumatized," she said. Strike Force investigators have been investigating a series of armed robberies at service stations in January. An attendant at a service station received a severed thumb after he was allegedly struck by a sword at Kings Langley in early January. Two further robberies involving weapons in Toongabbie and North Ryde took place that month where firearms and bladed weapons were allegedly used. Then in February, Strike Force investigators discovered a Toyota Prius had allegedly been stolen from an armed carjacking at Lane Cove on Friday 9 February. The 17-year-old boy involved in the case Friday was charged with a series of offenses following his release from hospital after the police chase. The 15-year-old boy is under police guard at the hospital and is expected to have a bedside court hearing over a number of charges. Police are continuing to investigate the armed robberies and expect to make further arrests.